Hello my loves, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm that Teddy Prue, my pronouns are he, they, and welcome to another episode of Get Knotted, my crafty little podcast where I share with you things that I have been doing over the past week or so that have been crafty. Yeah, crafty. Firstly, apologies, I have not posted in a little while. I was poorly and then I did record, forgot to edit, and now we're here. You're welcome. So I'm going to jump straight into the video and hopefully manage to get through this, get it edited and get it out to you. So if you want to see what I've been getting up to, then stick around. Okay, so whips. I've been working on a couple of things recently, so I'm going to jump straight in with what's in the pigeon bag. Ooh, love this little bag that I got from Temu, and in it is holding my sock project. So I have decided that I'm going to make my manager a pair of socks. I'm going to make her some socks for her birthday. So I'm using this yarn from Mammy and Florrie. This is Swizzle Factory. I believe it's a Blueface Leicester nylon mix. And then the cuff, I have used a yarn from Cuddlebum, which came in a little like mystery box. And I am working the two at the same time, so I've currently done about 20 rows on this one and I'm just catching up on this one, and then I'll sort of rotate until I get to the heel, and then we'll try and figure out how to do a sock heel because I've never done one before. Next thing that I have been working on, I'm going to move slightly to the side so I can show you evidence that I have been working on things. So this is the Dotted Rays shawl by westknits. It is beautiful. I started making this using 5mm needles, using a yarn that my lovely friend David gifted me, along with some Surrey alpaca lace, proper bougie, from Yarn Unique. I got to a certain point and decided I didn't like the floof and that I wanted to do it without floof. So I ripped it back. And then instantly regretted it. Number one, because Surrey alpaca lace is not easy to frog. No. Especially when it was so big. So very big. I then did try to cast on without the floof. Didn't like what it looked like, not gonna lie. I think because it was like plain green, wasn't giving me the sort of the vibe that I wanted, so I frogged that again and have landed on this yarn, which is from Gamer Crafting. It is from their Villains Blanket Club. I actually got this in a mystery box, and this is the colourway Hive Mind. So I have that, and I am holding it with a mohair. This is mohair from Soster and Gren, which I think when I went through my stash I said that I didn't like and would probably give away. It is true, I do not like this, but for the project I feel like it lends itself to it, and this is not something that I'm probably going to be wearing, let's be honest. Also, you may be able to see this has sparkle running through it. So this is what it looks like. It's beautiful. As you can see, it's got little holes in that give it that dottedness. And that is currently living in the boringest project bag, which is just this A4 mesh folder. Those are the two main projects that I have been working on. I've been gravitating more towards doing knitting since I've learned how to knit. I don't know why, I just find it a bit more therapeutic, and I prefer the way it looks to crochet. Don't come for me, please don't come for me. But I have been doing a little bit of crochet in the form of a coffin. If you've not been here previously, I asked my nephew what they wanted me to make them. One wanted a jumper, buzzing, the other wanted a coffin, so he can put things in it. So that is what we're making. So I've got one coffin, two coffin, and I am currently working on the third, and this is done using single crochets, US terms, and I'm using the hobbii / Sophie black for these, held double, and for the inside I've got the hobbii Halloween yarn, and that's how it's working up, also held double, so it sort of gives a nice marled effect. I forgot about a project. So this is a project that I recently have re-picked up, but I'm repurposing, if that makes sense. So when I first started doing crochet, I made a lot of hexi cardigans to the point where I never wanted to see a hexi cardigan again. And recently I was talking to a friend at work, and I showed her this, which is where I'd got to on a hexi cardigan that I had started ages and ages ago. And she really liked it. So I have brought this out of retirement. I'm going to finish the large version and then also do a smaller version for her little one, so they can be matchy. And that's using the wool, what's it called? Woolcraft Carousel DK in the shade number 3. Doesn't have a name, but yes, so that is a revived whip that is getting a new lease of life. So hopefully I'll have that finished soon. So that is for my all for my whips, and I think I'm showing you my finished projects. If not, here is past me showing you my finished objects. Hello, it is Friday and I have a couple of finished items to show you. So first thing that I finished is a Sophie scarf. It's just a very little one, so it can go just around like so, or can wear it like so. My ends are all neatly woven in. I managed to finish that yesterday. Another thing that I have finished is a jumper, not the jumper for myself, but I have crocheted this lovely little jumper for my nephew. He hasn't tried it on yet and he hasn't seen it yet, so I'm going to be sending that home with my mail because she's bringing some stuff over later, and he can see how he likes it. I've just used some yarn that I got in a hobbii mystery bag, so I'm hoping he likes it. But yes, those are my two finished objects so far. At this point my brain is scrambled. I'm going to move on to acquisitions. Now, you'll be glad to hear I say glad. If you're here, you probably won't be that glad. I have not purchased any yarn up until recently. So one of my friends, David, was having a bit of a de-stash, so I have purchased some of his stash, which he is sending out. So I don't have it here just yet. I will probably show you that in next week's vlog. But I do want to show you a couple of bits that I have purchased, which are knitting / craft related. First thing is some stitch markers. Now I bought these ones on Temu. I have these, which are just some little teddy bears. Apologies if that was blurry. And then I also have these, which are some little Frogos. I think they are so adorable. They're just 3D printed ones, so they just clip, but it does mean that they are really handy. Also purchased some new needles. These are 5mm needles because apparently I don't have enough 5mm needles. These are circular needles, 5mm, 100cm cable. So yeah, they will be going in with the rest of my circulars. Last thing I have purchased recently that is craft related is this stunning fabric, which has all different pride hearts on. My plan is to use this either to line a bag or to make some sort of project bag with, but I think it's so that is everything that I have to show you in this video. Apologies that it has been a little bit hodgepodge, but that's what my ADHD brain gives you sometimes. I would also like to, before I go, say a massive thank you to my beautiful friend Stephanie Mitchard, who is also on YouTube and on Facebook is the Mitchard Mateys Craft Club, who has recently shouted me out a couple of times on their videos. So if you are watching this and have come from Steph, please do give me a love heart emojis in the comments. If you have made it this far, then don't forget to hit that thumbs up to let me know if you've enjoyed it, and also hit the subscribe button. Stick around to see what we do. We do all sorts. Try and do them regularly, but sometimes not so much. But yes, other than that, I will leave you all to it. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you again soon. Bye!